Do you trade Forex? Do you want to improve your entries, your targets, your stop losses? Then you have come to the right place. My name is Ewinningstrategy, I'm a Forex trader and I want to give you my trading plans for EURUSD, USD, Pound Yen, Gold, USDCAD and WTI for this next upcoming week. Why do I do this? Because I want you to improve and I want you to become a successful Forex trader. So let's hit the charts. As you can see, we have EURUSD in front of us. But before we're going into our trade plan, I just want to say that trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So you need to have a stop loss, and your stop loss should not be more than 1% per trade of your account size. Also, don't have more losses than 5% a month, because I want you to be here with me for the next 20 years. So, this webinar is only for education purposes and does not contain investment advice. Let's go. So for next, just to explain a bit fast about my system, every week I put out manually, I put this into TradingView, which is the charting service provider. Sell area, buy area, with a target, So I'm going to show you how to do it. Just a small recap. Here is where we sold, here is where we took profit, here is where we sold, sell price for May for the month, buy price for the month of May. Both in the end got some profit. Whoop, whoop. So just choose one team, stick with the team, and sell where you're supposed to sell and have appropriate stop losses when you're wrong. Okay? So for as a seller, I would like for price to come back up here and say we can sell it here. So that's my plan B, I think, because in the 1 hour, it's a smaller one somewhere here. Okay. So there is that one up there, and then there is one down here. So I would look for any reversal, which is a reversal pattern, double top, lower low, lower high on the 15 hour, and then continuing lower. This is a double top, this is a new low, this is the pullback, then that's where I sell. Now we have a new low and just need a pullback before selling again. Okay, where's my target, you must ask? 107.46, okay, down here. Hard stop loss, no hard take profit. I just take profit, leave it, let the market do whatever happens afterwards. Okay. Also for this week, I want stop losses to be above here. So that's kind of high for me, but still 75 pips-ish. Yeah. So then I would maybe have cut this one in half and say I will wait for another pullback as well and then sell it again, which I would have a stop loss above here, which would be a better thing. So cutting this one in half and then have a better entry later on, so I don't risk everything I have in this one if it continues to spike up before going lower again. Okay? Always have a plan for the eventualities and risks that you have. Okay, so that's really the sellers. So yeah, targets, target, entry, stop losses, risks. I see this one coming down, but let's go into what the buyers would like to see. That is quite a different thing, and that's really where your risks are, because if the buyers are like, we got profits last week, we are amazing, we are strong, we're independent, we are the best. So if they think that, I'm just trying to mimic what the buyers would feel like, because they got their profit last week, they really skyrocket this market, then they are looking into this area here where it stopped on Friday. That's your plan A. So as a seller, this is your plan A, this is your plan B. As a buyer, this is your plan A, and down here is your plan B as a buyer, okay? Target is 110.60. Awesome. Where's your stop loss? If you are a buyer at plan B, you would have it down here. If you are entry at plan A, it's not the best. It's really elevated and it's quite far down to really the previous low, swing low. So it's more risky. Maybe cut your lot size in half, have a better entry later on with your stop loss below here. That might be better, okay? You understood. Entry for sellers here, entry for buyers here, target for sellers, target for buyers, stop losses, stop losses. Risks, that for buyers, I think we have kind of tilted around, but that's me as a seller. But as a buyer, you're like very confident here. So it all depends what the market wants to give us for next week. That's the one that really provides the answers. We are just making plans. Then the market is the one giving out the results. So we have sell entry for May, target for May, boom. Okay, last week we had an entry here, boom, awesome. And that was also an entry here, and then boom. So really fast moving down market. What is really driving pound at the moment? It's really they're talking about negative rates at the moment for last week. So even though dollar is weak, pound is weaker. So what are you really looking for here? As a buyer, this could be like a double bottom-ish kind of formation. At take profit for sellers, shown to be good. But have in mind, we still have lower highs on the 4-hour, so we're still bearish technically, okay? So it's kind of a 50-50 move, dangerous kind of thing, but okay. You are allowed if you find some kind of double bottom in the lower time frames here, and then your target is back up to 123.50. But for sellers, we're strong, willing, and able still. So what do you see here for this week? I see that this week we have a double top, lower low, triple top, not a new low, pullback, really the sell area. You notice how that fits with this week's sell area. And then we have a new low, we have a pullback, that also fits with this sell area. And now we are in the buyers area, okay? What is now going to happen next week? I don't know, but what is likely going to happen is we will drive prices down to 121.20, take it back up before moving it lower. That's what a seller wants, okay? So a seller wants it to maybe touch again here at 121.80 before taking it down to 2013 or 2016, yeah, just below 2020, okay, 120. That is really where you are targeting. That's your target, which is stop loss. If you enter here, okay, 66 pips, kind of large for many. For me, that's what normal is right now. I would rather say 50, but really 66 is now okay. I have cut my lot size in half, not risking too much, but fine. And then maybe a second entry later on, so that I add on top of my initial entry, so that I still have my full lot size in the end, not more than 1%, but I don't risk too much in one trade if it all goes wrong. Okay, as a buyer, what are you looking at? Really good entry, just have it a bit lower, have a double bottom, higher high above this one maybe. Oops, it was wrong tool. Let's see if I can do something better with it. What is the tool that I want to use? Okay, so you want stop loss and price to be above this one, so something like this, that would be okay. Why do I see above this one? Because that's the previous high right now, and you want to really have a strong bullish move before we start buying, because you are in a bearish trend. What else? What is the risks? I still believe this one is going down. Even though dollar was weak last week, it didn't really move as high as all the other pairs. This one was really underperforming on the weak dollar last week. So, is it this week going to be strong? I don't see it likeliness. Okay? I don't see its likeliness. Do you want a coffee chat with me? In the link in the description below, you can join the Discord channel. Then you can message me and I will try to help you and go through your trades or answer your question or just help out so you can improve as a Forex trader. Okay, let's go. Pound yen is same thing. Every week we have hit profit for the week, for the month. No, for the month. Is this the right one? Okay. This is the target for the month. Okay, we're done with that. This now came up higher. We have made a double top, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So sell, sell. Target is 128.50. Where is your stop loss, you might ask? If price comes back up here, you have stop loss at 670. Again, still more than 50%, more than 50 pips, but it's okay for me. At least pull back again, sell, pull back again, sell, and then take profit. That's kind of what I would imagine pound yen to do. But if you are a buyer, you don't really go price to go below 130. So this is really your last chance to look for a reversal. How does the reversal look like? Double bottom, higher high, higher low. That's where you enter, and then again. So you need a reversal. You haven't got it yet. You have to wait for that, okay? And then target is 133.34. 133.34. Can you see that? I guess. Okay. What else? I think that was that. Very simple, very straightforward. Stop loss. Yeah. Ish down here. Yeah, okay. 84 was a bit much, so have your stop loss appropriately to 1% per risk. 1% for your account size. Okay. What is the risk for this one? I think we're still moving lower. We're still in this negative rates of pound. So that's really for the buyers. For the sellers, we might change direction. But really, trade your plan, do your planning, trade your plan. That's what you do every week. Don't flip between buying and selling. Choose one team only. So as a buyer of gold, this is your entry. As a buyer of gold, this is your entry. This is your plan A. This is your plan B. So for this week, this is really where you would enter. Then it's coming back up, not really making a new high. If it does come down back again to 117.26, you are allowed to think it's going higher, but it's not really, what do you call it? It's not really very positive at the moment, but it's still plausible. So target is 1773, sorry, and stop loss is appropriately to account size 1%, 100, 1500 ish, 1100. So really, gold is expensive at the moment. Have a large stop loss at the moment. So you need a real larger account to trade gold. I also want you to be very specific about your patterns. This one is okay as a buyer, but still you are allowed to believe it's going to go higher. Then I just want to put up the sellers. So the sellers are really need to hold their breath if price goes higher. If price goes higher than 1750, you're kind of out, okay? Then you're out. So this is your hard stop. Price coming back up to 1747 would be okay to short again. Double top, lower low, lower high on the lower time frame. Sell it down to 17. Okay. How does that look like? That is triple top maybe, new low. And there's a pullback on that candle right there. There's a pullback on that candle right there. There's a new low pullback on that candle right there. I can see 3 entries on this one and still being profit right now. Okay, awesome. Then we have, and then stop loss, yeah, 1,000 or 100, I think 100 pips is. So 100, 100, target is 17 or 1773. Awesome. That's how easy it is. Let's go. USDCAD. What are you? Buyer or seller? The same with every pair we're going through. What are you? Buyer or seller? Dollar bull. Would love for this to come down here. If it does come here, amazing. We are still in a range, but if it comes down to 39.68, awesome. I would be very happy there. Okay. Then you are then looking for some kind of reversal down here. A higher high, higher low, higher low, all the way up to 41.73. Okay, 41.73. I guess that's the previous high somewhere. And then if you're a seller, you're like, amazing, we got a rejection. That's not too bad, good actually. Okay. Yeah, I would have had it a bit higher before falling down, but okay. And you're allowed to have it come back up to 47 before falling again. But that's really your last chance of selling it. Okay? Target for you is 38. Stop loss, you might ask? This one is easy, just above this high. But then you're done for 36 pips. This one is a bit longer, 77, 70, down below here. I don't think this would make it. I think we have to go down here or even here. That's a long shot down. But if it then kind of, I've also seen this kind of reversal here before, which is, oh, that was wrong one. Huh? So we have this, and then it goes a bit lower, just a wick, not close, just a wick, that it can challenge this low here, which is this one. So just have it in mind, okay? What else? Are you a buyer or seller? Stop losses, entries, targets, 41.70, 38. Yeah, what is the risk? It's just what is oil going to do? That will highly inflict on what this will do. But in the end, it's kind of what your bias is. What are you thinking? What are you seeing? So for oil this week, we have price going higher. Price going higher, consolidating, going higher, consolidating. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? It all depends what you are. If you're a seller, you're like, oh, this is amazing. I got a new low here. We got a new low. We have a pullback. Amazing entry to sell. Okay. And where do you take it down to? 20.19. Though, have in mind, people, this is from a broker that is $3 or $4 different from this TVC thing. So your broker might have different prices. My broker might have has different prices from this one. So I'm just tried to calculate what it really is. So you have to also look at the price action. So really the buy area is down here at 28, which is this high here, this high here. That would be a good entry, okay? But if you are, and then if you are a buyer, you want to take it back up to 41 or the gap it made back in March. Okay, so that's what you want to close if you're a buyer. And if you're a seller, you want to come below this buy area and down to back down here again. Both trade plans are valid. It's up to the market to decide where you want to go. I just want to give you the targets. Your stop loss should be appropriate to your account size, not more than 1%. Have your technical bias, have your technical sentiment, which is right now you could be selling, yes, but you can also just be setting up bears, so to have more bears to go higher, have in mind. And I believe the monthly target is around 136.60, which is this high back here. Apart from that, yeah, stop loss according to your lot size, no, your account size. You should have entry down here if you're a buyer at 127 to 128. I don't know what your price is there. Target for sellers is around this 20 area, and target for buyers is around 42. Okay. Apart from that, I hope you have had a blast. If you need a coffee, if you need some coffee with me, there's a coffee chat. There is a link in the description below for a Discord channel, so you can talk to me every day of the week. And I will be live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. GMT +1, which is in America, which then becomes 6 minus 6, around 1:30 p.m. Okay, cheers, mate.